boys and girls. This is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw. Going In Raw. That sounds terrible.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you are watching Going In Raw. You like that?
Hey, Brendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever fine podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it to make sure you're always getting your new Going In Raw notifications.
It's toasty in here.
We're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. We got a
Correct.
bunch of new patrons, even just from the live stream we did for the Royal Rumble 2019, Larson. I'm going to read off some of these names because starting at $1, you get yourself a shout out right here on the show. We had Matthew, Kenlin Washington, Bronson, Kane, Sean Hanf, Jay Cash, Tom Gilmer II, Sam Montgomery, Shane Horan, Jeremy Foreman, Christine Morin, Emil Haugard, Ryan Anderson, Los DZ, T. Merck, and Declan Fahili.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What a show, Larson. What a show.
Long show, entertaining.
Yeah, to say the least, long show.
I mean, from beginning of kickoff show till conclusion of main event, almost 7 hours.
Yeah.
I guess about 6 hours of wrestling.
Yeah.
Because most of the pre-show is the last half of the show. Overall, though, long, but a lot of fun. Not a whole lot of surprises, I don't think, in terms of outcomes.
The outcomes, no. Although I read, somebody said on Twitter that almost shot up the
betting odds, yeah.
The betting odds.
I think he made it to the Final Four of the Rumble.
Yeah. You're right. Not a lot of surprises. We found out how Becky Lynch made her way to the main event scene at WrestleMania by losing to Asuka and then winning the Women's Rumble. We did not get the Brett Legsit finish, the Bret Hart, Lex Luger, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch. So that means, of course, if Charlotte's going to get in that match, they're going to have to write their way around it.
Well, I mean, we'll get to it when we cover the Rumble. There's a way they could do it, probably.
Oh, well, there's any number of ways.
But I mean, like, just based on what happened tonight.
Yeah.
There's a way they can do it.
Yeah. Oh, are you talking about the fact that Becky came in and she wasn't scheduled for the Rumble?
Yeah, it was just Finley saying, yeah, go ahead.
I hope they don't do that. I hope they don't get into the legalities of, she
no,
wasn't
I want
actually.
I want the minutiae.
You want paperwork to be
yes,
filled out?
Yes, absolutely. I want litigation.
Oh,
I want
dear.
lawsuits, cease and desist, all that kind of stuff.
I want Charlotte to go and punch somebody in the face to get in.
I want SmackDown to become a legal drama.
No, what I really want there is Charlotte and Asuka at Mania.
Yeah.
I want Becky. Ronda needs to be one-on-one. Now that we kind of get the understanding that it got so much that Ronda commented on the reports that she would be leaving after Mania. And she said, my private areas is nobody's business what I do with my private areas. I really love doing this. If they're going to hand Ronda Rousey her first loss, I want to be clean to Becky Lynch.
Yes.
And I want Asuka and that SmackDown Women's title to be on the main show. And I think the only way you do that is with Charlotte.
Well, we differ on that. I think there's a couple other matches possibility that would lead to that, but regardless. You want to get into it?
Yeah, let's
get into it. So pre-show kicked off with a rather bizarre match. I can't really wrap my head around it still.
So
during
weird.
the pre-show, they announced that there was a segment where Drake Maverick went backstage, had a meeting with Vince, and Akam's hurt, but he's still looking for opportunities for Razor, and so Razor and his partner Scott Dawson of the Revival, mind you, he already has a partner, will be teaming up to taking on the tag team champions. I'm still not sure if this match was actually for the tag team championships or not.
They didn't do the title belt.
They didn't, but also Drake Maverick in his little segment said something like, if Razor and Scott Dawson won this match, they would be getting a tag team opportunity for their teams, I think.
Yeah. That's
How does any of that work?
None of it worked.
The fact that the rationale, nebulous at best, the storyline logic, non-existent, it was fairly obvious that there's no chance Razor and Scott Dawson would ever sniff anything remotely close to victory.
I'll give you one even further. Why do the match knowing they aren't going to win? Like this match, listen, This match could make sense if they were booked to win it in some fluke fashion. Let's say the tag titles are off the table. This match kind of makes sense if they were booked to win it, because you've got a fluke win and then you've got two teams now in the mix, even though one of them has a guy who's going to be injured for, like you said, a couple months.
Yeah, he's out a couple months. Akam's out a couple months.
So that aspect of it doesn't make any sense. None of it.
And this wasn't something announced ahead of time. This is something that he's like, oh.
Even when Drake Maverick was explaining it, he seemed confused.
Yeah, because it made no sense. Yeah. It's like, oh, we have time to fill in this kickoff show. We need another match. All right, just toss this out there.
Is this Vince's way of trying to convince the Revival, hey, we're putting the these Raw tag team titles on the show. See, we're doing better.
He's not convincing anybody in the Revival that their fortunes are going to change anytime soon.
I don't think at all.
There's no point going through this match really, because it wasn't even good. It really felt like the Razor and Scott Dawson had just formed a team 2 minutes prior. They had worked nothing out. The whole time Drake Maverick screaming at him, work together, work together,
right.
Work together, which of course means they are not going to win. Yeah. They don't. Chad Gable pins Scott Dawson after Gable and Rude's finisher, the neckbreaker moonsault combo. Forgettable story, forgettable match. Next, for the United States Championship, Shinsuke Nakamura. It's really a bummer because I like the Revival a lot. A lot. Anyways, Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Rusev for the U.S. Championship.
Well, here's the thing.
We got this one wrong.
Hold on. Here's the thing.
What?
The thing. Yeah, we did get this wrong. This is weird. What would you rather have? The Revival pick up these tag titles in the kickoff show, or they pick them up?
At this point, I'd be happy if they picked them up. Period.
On a good episode.
Period.
Of Raw.
Episode of Raw. Main event. A main event. I just wanted to win something.
Kickoff main event. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev. Yeah, we got this one wrong. I kind of appreciate this, though. This is sort of their version of long-term storytelling. Part of this involved Lana getting injured, which opened up her spot in the Rumble for Becky to get in.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
But also, going back to one of the Rusev and Nakamura's previous encounters revolved around Lana getting hurt.
This kind of thing, yeah.
Yes.
Rusev being indirectly and now directly responsible.
So towards the end of the match, Nakamura tries to take the cover off the top turnbuckle. Lana's out there, gets on the apron, starts yelling at Nakamura. Stop doing that. She's yelling at the ref. He's cheating. He's cheating. Nakamura says, mind your own business. Rusev, because Nakamura at this point and Lana are like in each other's faces yelling. Rusev runs towards Nakamura trying to hit him.
Yeah.
He moves. Rusev shoulder tackles Lana off the apron. Of course, Rusev, concerned about the well-being of his wife, is in the ring, focused on her. He gets a Kinshasa to the back of the head. Nakamura pins him, new U.S. champion.
Yeah.
United States and America, they're back.
Yeah, I was happy about this for the main reason is because when you look at last year's Royal Rumble, where was Shinsuke Nakamura?
He won it. He won the men's Rumble.
He won the entire thing. And so, granted, this is in the kickoff show, but it's for that title that he just lost, and he picked it back up. They've been doing absolutely nothing with Rusev. They will probably continue to do nothing with Nakamura, although maybe he'll get into something cool with Ray, which will lead to something cool between Ray and Almas in the U.S. title.
Based on what happened in the Rumble, I feel like Nakamura might be getting something, not short term, but going forward, maybe with one Mustafa Ali.
Oh, I would like that as well.
Mustafa still has some unfinished business with Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll get to that later when we get to do our full Rumble recaps. I wrote down when everybody came in and
good.
Who eliminated who.
No, that's good.
Next, HBK, Shawn Michaels, on the pre-show kickoff panel. And he announced that based on the events that took place following the conclusion of TakeOver, there's going to be halftime heat. It's returning. WWE's doing their own
dun, 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 dun.
Super Bowl halftime show. Sadly,
dun, 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 dun.
Not an empty arena match. It's going to be Aleister Black, Velveteen Dream, and Ricochet taking on Adam Cole, Bebe, Tommaso Ciampa, and Johnny Gargano.
Are we to assume this is going to be filmed at Full Sail?
I would assume so, yes.
And then aired later on the network?
Yes.
Okay, this is not going to be live. People will probably know what the outcome was beforehand.
Yeah.
Also, I think this sort of settles the idea of, obviously the setup was that brawl, but that brawl was specifically in place to get
Set up
to halftime heat,
yes.
not the next takeover.
Yes.
So that's going to be a completely different thing.
Although they could set stuff up at halftime heat that could play into the next takeover too.
Oh, I'm sure they will. I just think that this match right here is what people were thinking might be a takeover, or there might be 2 triple threat title matches.
Yeah.
Which I just don't see being the case at a takeover.
You never know. The level of talent right now in NXT is off the charts. Next,
A lot of talent.
Cruiserweight Championship match. This match was definition of action too fast to call and too fast to write down. I didn't take a whole lot of notes, but it was great.
You know, sometimes the 205 Live guys, maybe by virtue of, I don't know what, but they're not allowed to do the full breadth and width of what they do on the show 205 Live when they're on pay-per-view.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
For whatever reason.
I was worried this would be the case too, because it started at like 20 before the hour.
Yeah. They fit a lot into 16 minutes or whatever it was. They fit a lot into. They did so many cool high spots.
Mm-hmm.
It was so much fun.
Mm-hmm. It really was.
We had a kick out of a Salida del Sol, a Deo Itami.
Doesn't happen very often.
Kicked out of that. We had a lot of knee strikes. We had Akira Tozawa super kicking, I think, a Deo Itami with Buddy Murphy's foot. That was an interesting spot.
According to Wikipedia, this match is only 12 minutes long.
Oh, my God. They fit a lot into this match. Yeah.
A lot.
All sorts of crazy stuff going on in this match.
Yes. It was fantastic. That spot where it was shoot, who was it? It was like a sunset flip powerbomb attempt to the outside. And then someone did.
Hideo Itami was standing
Akira Tozawa did the suicide dive through Hideo Itami's legs.
Through Hideo Itami's legs, through the ropes. Yeah, and
taking out Kalisto. I think Kalisto was the one that was about to get hit. The powerbomb.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah,
there was so much. And it was also this happened like 6 hours ago. So I apologize for my memory failing me.
It was a fun look. If you're sitting here reading note by note, we don't care. Like, go watch the match.
Yeah, go watch the match.
It was a good match.
Whatever notes I happen to write down won't do it justice. Anyways, Buddy Murphy pins Hideo Itami after Murphy's Law. Walking out to the ring, they were really saying Hideo Itami is the only competitor in this match who has not won the Cruiserweight Championship. I mean, I thought it was kind of there's only really 2 people who could have won this match. It was Buddy or Hideo.
Yeah.
In the end, we picked correctly. Buddy wins.
Yeah.
Tell me about this Drew McIntyre promo. I missed it.
It was what's weird about it, because I'm looking at it right now, I was like, oh, they're probably going to do a couple of these or a bunch of these. I might as well write it down because you were out of the room. So I wrote it down. It was a minute long. He talked about inflicting pain on people and winning the Royal Rumble, and that was it. Nobody else got one of these promos.
Well, Drew's great.
Well, yeah, I know, but a lot of people are great. Wait, they did a Samoa Joe one too.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, they did a Samoa Joe one too. Did they do any others though? They didn't do a Dean one. They didn't do Almas Ray. Did they do Ray?
No.
No Ray?
I don't think so.
No Seth?
Mm-mm.
They did 2 guys, Drew and Samoa Joe. I mean, they're kind of their equals on their shows.
Yeah.
On their respective brands. So
Yeah,
I guess that's why.
Yeah, you could say that.
After that, the main card kicked off with Becky Lynch versus Asuka.
Man, this was great.
This was a really, really cool match. This is really physical, really brutal. Man, this team or this group of Asuka, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte, they can kind of do no wrong at this point. The matches they put on are absolutely terrific.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic.
Take
brutal,
us through some
physical
of the spots here.
I shall. Start here. Pretty early on, Asuka goes for a hip attack. She misses, but when she misses, sometimes she just kind of hangs out in the ropes. Mm-hmm. Becky gets on her, starts.
It looks like a stabbing motion.
Well, it's not.
And you have like a thing in your hand. Yeah.
Punching on Asuka.
Punching.
Ref breaks it up. Asuka. So Becky has her back turned to Asuka. Asuka locks Becky like kind of within the ropes. Of course, she has to break that up. Shortly thereafter, that Becky puts Asuka and disarm her on the top rope. That was cool, like her arm through the turnbuckle.
That was neat.
That was pretty neat. Asuka misses a top rope drop kick. Becky hits like a pump handle slam. Asuka kicks out. Asuka puts Becky in an armbar, transitions to Asuka lock. Becky gets to the ropes. This spot was pretty cool. Asuka goes for a German off the apron. Becky blocks. Becky tries to hit it. Beck-sploder. Asuka blocks. And then Asuka kind of hit this fisherman neck breaker off the apron to the floor. Asuka gets back in the ring. Becky just barely beats the 10 count. At one point, Becky hits a top rope Beck-sploder. Asuka kicks out. Becky misses the top rope leg drop. Asuka puts on the Asuka lock, transitions to a disarm her. Then Becky reverses that into the Asuka lock.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Fun. That was cool to see.
Becky puts the disarmer on Asuka, but she escapes. Finally, Asuka puts Becky in the Asuka lock. Becky fights out of it, kind of. And then so Becky's like got her stomach on the ground. And so Asuka kind of flips over into some sort of bridging like choke type thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this move has a name.
I don't know.
But like she was really cranking on Becky's neck.
Yeah.
Becky had to tap.
Yeah.
But it all made sense up to that point because it was a really hard-hitting, brutal match. Really physical match.
Yeah.
And Asuka picks up the win, retains the SmackDown Women's title.
So I got that prediction wrong. I was very happy to get that one wrong. My concern was, you know how sometimes the WWE, they have tunnel vision. They will go all in on one thing, and no matter how talented other people are, Finn Bálor, they push them to the side.
To focus on one thing.
And I honestly thought that Asuka's title reign was going to be sadly short-lived. I am very happy that I got this one wrong.
Yes.
So kudos to WWE for seeing value in Asuka. She picked up this win.
Absolutely.
I think that her picking up a win against Charlotte. I don't know. I'm sort of torn. Do I want Charlotte in the main event at Mania? Do I want her versus Asuka at Mania? I don't know what I want.
I mean, there's no wrong answer.
There's no wrong answer there.
No wrong answer there whatsoever.
Doesn't matter.
But I feel like, I disagree, but I understand your point as far as if Asuka doesn't take on Charlotte, then there's the risk that the match doesn't have the star power to be on the WrestleMania main card. Potentially, I understand that point. I don't think it would happen. I think they'd work something out so the match would be on there.
Well, okay, I mean, even take out main card, kickoff, whatever, who would you see as being... Because here's the thing. I mean, you get Naomi is a good name.
Nikki Cross.
No, that's a dark horse right there. It's brand new.
I think Nikki Cross would be the answer at this point.
Man, that match I never saw that everybody
was
said
really
was
good.
Great.
It was really good.
I'd love to revisit that.
And that's why I think that you can see the two of them have put on a really good match.
Yeah.
Why not do it in Mania?
Yeah.
And that's definitely a main show match.
It's a main show match for you and I in our hearts. I don't think that they would see it that way.
I think they would.
It's Mania.
I know, and it's also like an 8-hour-long show, man.
Well, 3 of that's probably kickoff. Kickoff is a long time. It's a long
You got
time.
Andre Battle Royal, probably the Cruiserweight match, and then something else on the kickoff show. You only need 3 matches.
Don't they do an Andre Battle Royal? They also do a women's Battle Royal
too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see that. I don't know what the story would be. I don't know who else though besides Nikki Cross.
I mean Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi's.
They kind of have a bit of history.
I think Naomi deserves it. Mm-hmm. I think she definitely deserves it. But this Mandy Rose thing is, I think that can go to Mania.
Yeah, probably can.
I think that can go to Mania. I like the Mandy Rose thing. That's a kickoff match.
Yeah,
that's a kickoff match.
Yeah, and that would actually play out probably in the Women's Battle Royal at Mania.
Yeah.
And then conclude at another pay-per-view.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Or probably conclude at SmackDown.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. It might conclude on SmackDown before we can get to Mania.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah,
about
I think
that.
so.
Before we continue, here's a word from our sponsor, forhims.com. Sexual performance issues are way more common than you'd think. For example, upwards of 25% of new ED cases are guys under 40, Larson.
Wow, and 40% of guys struggle with ED by the age of 40. But why try odd solutions, or worse yet, do nothing at all when you can turn to medicine and science? With forhims.com, you can get your hands on well-known generic equivalents to brand-name prescriptions to combat ED.
With Hims, you don't have to waste time sitting in a waiting room. You avoid all those awkward conversations with your doctor because Hims offers medical-grade solutions to deal with your ED.
Just go to forhims.com, answer a few questions, have a quick and confidential review with a doctor, and bam! Products are shipped directly to your door. It is that easy.
And right now, Going In Raw listeners can get a trial months of Hims for only $5 while supplies last. Go to forhims.com/GIR5. That's FORHIMS.com/GIR5. This would cost you hundreds if you went to a pharmacy or the doctor.
And we'd like to thank 4hims.com for sponsoring today's episodes. And you're really helping out Going In Raw by going to 4hims.com/GIR5. Next, second match on the main card, The Miz, Shane taking on Thebar. I guess I should have paid attention to the math on the Go Home show. A beatdown of that level. I mean, it should have been obvious that Shane and Miz were going to pick up the W.
Wasn't that obvious? I mean, the math, yes, it was there. I still think this was a toss-up going into it. The math doesn't always work out.
Yeah.
The level of beatdown as well might have been indication that maybe this went beyond math into extra math.
That's what I thought.
Into calculus.
That's what I thought. Yeah, this is some advanced statistics going on here.
Yeah, but no, they kept it pretty simple. Shane, boy, oh boy, this was an interesting performance from Shane McMahon.
The turning point in his performance was that swing.
Yeah.
Because he was in that for a long time.
He was in that swing
and I challenged basically anybody not to be on the verge of vomiting for the remainder of the match because he was blown up.
Just thinking about it makes me sick.
Blown up.
Yeah.
So as soon as the bell rings, Shane goes after Sheamus. They start brawling all over the place. Shane wants that top rope elbow. Miz is holding Cesaro down the table, kind of. Sheamus breaks that up. Cesaro and Miz go on, do other stuff. Shane hits the top rope clothesline on Sheamus. And then both members of Thebar get set up in the corner. Shane goes up for double coast to coast. However, Cesaro catches him, gives him a swing, and it felt like, 45 seconds? He was in that swing.
Yeah.
It was a while.
It was a very long time.
And then Shane, probably because he's dizzy, puts Cesaro in a really clumsy triangle.
Well, you're probably right. Shane was clumsy a lot in this match. There was one sequence earlier on when Cesaro got put on a table by Shane.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
and usually, you punch the guy a couple times.
You just put him on there.
They just did this weird dance where they didn't really know what was going on, and then Shane just puts Cesaro on the table. Like, why is Cesaro just getting on the table of his own volition, basically?
I don't know, man.
And then Miz is holding him there. That was awkward. And then the triangle was awkward. Look, Shane's not a full-time wrestler.
No.
But man, he was a little extra clunky today.
He was. Finish saw Sheamus accidentally bro kick Cesaro. Miz hit skull-crushing finale on Sheamus. They're not the legal men. They roll out of the ring. Mm-hmm. Shane goes to top rope. Hit a pretty decent-looking shooting star press, and Cesaro picked up the win.
I closed my eyes because I didn't want to see a guy land on his head.
No, he hit it, man.
I'm glad you did not do that.
I was watching like this.
Oh yeah, and
just in case it looked like it was about to go south, I can turn away quickly.
See, my periphery is too good. I can look back here and I can still see what's going on over there. So I had to not do that.
So you claim. After that match, Sasha had an interview where Charlie asked her, are you afraid that your emotions are going to get out of control and it's going to end up costing you this match? Of course, Sasha didn't see it that way.
Right. But she should have. She lost that match.
But it wasn't because of her emotions, I don't think.
Next up,
match.
It was that match. Sasha Banks versus Ronda Rousey.
Man, this was great.
This is a really fun match.
This was tons of fun.
This was, it's part of me is actually kind of excited to see Ronda leave, just because it loosens up that title scene and you get more parity. It's there's not one person dominating the title scene. Although maybe when Becky shows up and wins that title off Ronda and ends up on Raw, maybe that'll dominate the title. I don't know.
You don't know.
But I do like the idea that it'll be. At the same time, Ronda has become quite a good wrestler.
Yeah.
So much of her stuff is just smooth and it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
And her trash talk in the ring is really good.
Yeah.
She has become such a good wrestler.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Early on this match, Ronda they were jawing at each other before the bell even rang. Early on the match, Ronda goes for Three Amigos, of course. Eddie Guerrero, one of Sasha's favorites. And she's like, what her WrestleMania gear for 32?
Something like that.
Was a homage to Eddie.
We should mention this. Ronda and Sasha, they're a lot of the wrestlers
Everybody
on the
stepped
show,
up their ring gear game
this was
tonight.
So the entrances were not the entrances. We should talk about that for a second.
Oh, I like the ramp. I like the stage.
There was no stage. It was a dugout. It was literally a dugout.
They were walking out of the dugout, but there was a couple small video screens behind it and two on either side. It was really pared back and minimal, And it was, sometimes the stages or like the WrestleMania stages are just too much sometimes.
No.
Yeah, they're too much sometimes.
Oh my God, that last one was beautiful.
And here's another thing: when you got all that stuff in the way, guess what? It takes away from seating capacity. They want to jam as many wrestling fans in there as they can.
When they say they had 48,000 people.
They didn't have 48,000 people, nonetheless. I liked it. It was different. Agree, disagree. Anyways, Ronda goes for. Sorry.
I was gonna say the entrances, the stage wasn't WrestleMania. The outfits, to a large degree, were.
And the CG graphics they had, for the most part, were WrestleMania. I can't
believe you would ditch those in favor of pyro. You're crazy.
No, I wouldn't. Pyro. I'd rather have pyro than anything else.
Oh man, I'd rather have those graphics.
No way.
They look great.
No way. People there in attendance don't get to see them, but they get to enjoy the pyro.
I'm never going to one of those long 7-hour shows again.
I thought we were going to. Well, we might go to the WrestleMania. Anyway.
We're gonna go to We're gonna do Mania, but not Mania.
All right. Ronda goes for 3 amigos. Sasha blocks the 3rd vertical suplex. Hits a backstabber. Ronda transitions instantly from there into an armbar attempt. Sasha escapes. They start brawling a little bit on the outside. Ronda has Sasha pinned against the ring post. She hits a couple punches. Goes for a massive forearm. Sasha ducks. Ronda just blasts that ring post with the forearm. Sasha hits a suicide dive. Back in the ring, Sasha starts working over Ronda's arm.
That was great. Sorry, just rewind a second. When she blasts the ring post, they glitched it out.
Oh, yeah. They always do that.
Good. I like that.
Back in the ring, Sasha puts Ronda in kind of like a Rings of Saturn type thing. Doesn't really start the way. It's an arm bar, but she was really putting a lot of torque on her arm back like this. And then she kind of rolled Ronda over on her side and had the other arm kind of pinned back. And with this arm that she was really putting the torque on, she was bending the fingers and the wrist.
Ronda's got like this shoulder thing that Alexa's elbow does.
She's super flexible.
It's like, and when it goes back, it starts to look like it's popping out. It's a really effective visual.
Yeah. Ronda transitions that into like a pin attempt, but then Sasha counters that with a bank statement. Doesn't stick. Sasha hits a superplex. Ronda kicks out. Sasha moves into a double wrist lock. Ronda powers out with a judo throw. Goes for the pin. Sasha kicks out. Sasha goes another suicide dive. Ronda catches her, drops her right into an armbar. And Sasha's out there tapping, but they're not in the ring.
They're not in the ring.
Ronda's all, she's tapping out. She's tapping out.
It doesn't matter.
Can't help you, Ronda.
Come on, how long you been doing this for a year now?
It's only in the ring that happens. That only counts there.
You've been watching since you're a kid. You should know these rules.
Sasha tosses Ronda to the bottom turnbuckle, does a double stomp on the arm again, working over that arm. This spot was great where Sasha's trying to go for a bank statement on Ronda, but of course Ronda's also working over Sasha's arm with various moves and attempts at arm bars. So Sasha can't form a good grip to keep the bank statement on. Her arm keeps giving out. So early in the match, she took a piece of her ring gear off, so it's just kind of hanging, and she put that through Ronda's mouth to kind of stabilize things. That was great. Kind of transitions from that, I think, to the Fujiwara armbar. Ronda reverses into kind of like a power bomb, and then Ronda hits her with, I guess they're calling this move Piper's Pit. Kind of swinging Samoan drop type deal.
It looks great.
Yeah, picked up the win with that. It was tons of fun.
Yeah, this was really cool. So I was sort of distracted because we were having stream issues. Explain this post match thing. So they were together. Ronda was helping Sasha up. There was the respect thing.
Kind of.
They have the respect thing. Sasha leaves. She thinks about it, and then
Ronda's exiting the ring, about to hit the ramp. Sasha meets her. They shake hands, and as soon as they're done shaking hands, Sasha throws up the 4 horsewomen sign, and then just walks off.
Like, to be continued is what we're thinking? Okay,
yeah, essentially.
Cool. Right on. All right.
Essentially. Next, we had the Women's Rumble.
Couple quick thoughts about this. It was kind of cool. No legends. There was a heavy NXT presence, and I thought it was great. There was a heavy NXT presence in the Men's Rumble, too.
Yes.
It was awesome. I thought it was great.
Both Rumbles were no legends.
Yeah.
No real part-timers.
Well, hold on a second.
Wait.
Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, sorry.
The only legend we needed, man. Are you questioning his status as legend?
I think it's up for debate.
No way, man.
This isn't, what was his dad's promotion?
USWA.
He's a USWA legend, no doubt.
Well, yeah. I might watch some USWA tonight when I go home.
All right, fair enough. First two in the Women's Rumble were Lacey Evans. She dropped a brief promo before the match began. And Natalya I'll have to check and see if we got confirmation about who the Iron Woman of the match is.
Got to be Natalia, right?
Yeah, Natalia was 55 58,
minutes.
Ember Moon 53. Well, that's the only numbers listed here. This is Wikipedia, though. So
55 and 50. Oh, well, they did. Okay, so they did the top two and then the shortest.
Yeah. And then Lacey and Evans, who was in first.
I was 5 minutes away with Ember Moon from being Iron Woman.
Mm-hmm.
What a bummer.
Mm-hmm. Mandy Rose was in third, and then Natalia managed to put both Lacey Evans and Mandy Rose.
That was the
Mandy Rose
silliest.
in third. Yeah, Lacey Evans and Mandy in a double sharpshooter. That was a little weird.
It didn't make a lick of sense.
Liv Morgan was in four. Natty eliminated her immediately.
8 seconds in that ring.
Yeah. Mickie James at 5. Ember at 6. Billie Kay at 7. Nikki Cross at 8. Nikki got a great reaction.
Great reaction.
Cleared house a little bit.
Billie Kay started milling about. She started waiting.
Oh yeah, she didn't want to get in the ring
for Peyton Royce, but she didn't wait long enough.
No. Nikki Cross at 8, Peyton at 9. Well, I didn't write down who eliminated Billie Kay because she was gone right as Peyton Royce showed up, wasn't she?
No, because they together eliminated Nikki Cross.
Correct. Tamina at 10. Tamina eliminated Mickie James with a super kick. Xia Li at 11
from the Mae Young Classic, and she's been signed to NXT.
Correct. Oh, that's right. Sarah Logan at 12, as you mentioned. The Iconics eliminated Nikki Cross. Charlotte at 13. When she enters, everyone just goes after her.
Yeah, I thought her performance, mainly character-wise, was so great in this.
Mm-hmm.
They treated her like she was the monster, and she acted like the monster.
She was like the Braun Strowman of the match.
She was. Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic.
Lacey Evans eliminates the Iconics. Charlotte eliminates Xia Li. Kairi Sane enters at 14. Charlotte eliminates Tamina. Natalia and Kairi eliminate Sarah Logan. And then Maria Kanellis.
It's the
greatest love I've ever known. Maria Kanellis enters at number 15.
Mm-hmm.
Naomi at number 16. Right away, Naomi eliminates Mandy Rose. Mandy tries to eliminate Naomi. Naomi stays alive. She gets in the barricade, walks along. It jumps from the barricade to the ring steps, and then Mandy Rose just pulls her off the ring steps anyways and eliminates her.
Yeah. That's not?
No, we can keep going.
Okay.
Charlotte eliminates Lacey Evans. Candice LeRae at number 17.
Yeah, that was cool, man. That was really cool. I was happy about that.
Alicia Fox at 18.
She came out with a hilarious dance.
Yes. Alicia eliminates... I don't know what... Oh.
That's awesome. It says Mario.
I don't know what that is. I must have
Maria.
Yes.
Because they team up for a second.
That's right.
And then Maria turns on her, and then Alicia eliminates Mario.
Maria. Casey Catanzaro is in at number 19.
Oh, and she got to wow the crowd with those American Ninja Warrior moves.
She staved off elimination herself.
I want her in this Rumble every year until she gets to main roster.
Heck yeah. Zelina Vega at 20. Ruby Riott at 21. She was joined by the previously eliminated Sarah Logan and Liv Tyler. And they were just like pulling...
Liv Morgan.
Did I say Liv Tyler?
Yeah.
Man.
I've done that so many times.
It's been a long day.
I've done that so many times.
So they just keep on pulling random people out. Well, not random, I guess everybody out of the ring.
Yeah.
Just beating up on them a little
Not
bit.
eliminated,
no,
though.
Just pulling them out and beating up on them a little bit.
They just pull them out under the bottom rope and start beating up on them.
So at first it was Charlotte and then a bunch of other people. During this time, Zelina Vega decides, all right, peace out. I'm going to go hide in the ring.
This was one of the more awesome moments of the Women's Rumble.
Poke her head out.
Because they had a camera ready for her, and she would poke her head out from time to time. And it was really great.
It was really great.
After that, Ruby eliminated Alicia Fox. Ruby Riott eliminates Candice LeRae. Dana Brooke comes out at 22. Ruby eliminates Kairi Sane. Then Io Shirai comes out at 23.
Yeah.
Top man, I cannot wait till she's so good. They just really focus on her, and she has her reign because it's going to be great.
Yeah, it is. Rhea Ripley at 24.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was great. Dana.
She starts doling out punishment.
Yeah, man.
Too.
Dana eliminates Casey Catanzaro, but no, she doesn't because her feet never touch the ground. And then she does a handstand, walks with her hands to the ring post.
She is the successor to Kofi Kingston.
Yeah,
man.
She wraps her legs around the ring post, using her abs. Pulls herself up grabs onto it, and gets back in the ring.
It was amazing.
And then she's
really
just eliminated like right away by Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Sonya Deville at 25. Rhea Ripley eliminates Dana Brooke. Zelina Vega laughs at Dana Brooke after she's eliminated. Then Hornswoggle pokes his head out from under the ring. He starts chasing Zelina Vega. She gets in the ring. Rhea Ripley eliminates her, and then Hornswoggle chases Zelina up the ramp.
What a great moment. I love, a little bit of silliness and surrealist stuff is really fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss at 26. She eliminates Sonya Deville. Bayley at 27. Back-to-back, she eliminates Ruby Riott and Rhea Ripley. Lana at 28. So she's selling the injury from the pre-show, limping out. She's got her ankle wrapped up.
I love it, man. A little twist and turn. Twist and turn right there.
Yep. And so, they'll cut to the action in the ring, cut to Lana limping, cut to the action, cut to Lana limping. Nia Jax at 29. For the heck of it, on her way to the ring, she beats up Lana.
Mm-hmm.
She gets in the ring. She eliminates Io Shirai and Natalya. Carmella is in at 30. And shortly after Carmella hits the ring, Becky Lynch walks out. So we have Fit Finlay, some training staff attending to Lana. Becky goes up to Fit and says, she's obviously not going to make it to the Rumble.
Yeah.
I want to be in it.
Crowd's
Listen to the people.
crowd's going crazy
They want
for
me
Becky.
in it. They want me in it.
And Fit finally makes the executive decision.
Off you go. But before we continue to the end of the Rumble, here's a word from our sponsor, Steve, Robinhood.
Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, all commission-free.
And while other brokerages charge up to $10 for every trade, Robinhood doesn't charge any commission fees, so you can trade stocks and keep all your profits. Plus, there is no account minimum deposit needed to get started, so you can start investing at any level.
The simple, intuitive design of Robinhood makes investing easy for newcomers and experts alike. View easy-to-understand charts and market data, and place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone. You can also view stock collections, such as 100 most popular.
And with Robinhood, you can learn how to invest in the market as you build your portfolio. Discover new stocks, track your favorite companies, and get custom notifications for price movements so you never miss the right moment to invest.
Robinhood is giving listeners of Going In Raw a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. Sign up at goinginraw.robinhood.com.
Thank you, Robinhood, for sponsoring today's show. You're really helping out Going In Raw by going to goinginraw.robinhood.com.
Yes.
Continuing on with the Rumble. Fitz says,
Move along. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
It's
Becky.
all yours.
Go ahead, Becky. So while Becky's making her way to the ring, Alexa Bliss and Ember are doing this back and forth on the apron. Like Ember Moon's holding on the rope with one hand while Alexa Bliss is trying to push her off with her foot. It was great stuff. Eventually, Alexa eliminates Ember Moon. Bayley and Carmella then eliminate Alexa Bliss. Charlotte eliminates Carmella. A boot from Charlotte eliminates Bayley while Bayley was on Nia's shoulder for a Samoan drop. And then Nia's on the apron. Becky pulls her off. She's eliminated. So we get the stare down between Becky and Charlotte. Becky's making her way up the ring steps. Charlotte's in the ring. Nia pushes Becky off the ring steps. And then Becky sells a knee injury.
Mm-hmm. This was really well produced.
Yeah.
This was really well produced. She's selling this knee injury like crazy. She can barely touch it. She can barely stand on it. Charlotte's laughing the entire time.
Well, it's like a combination of licking her chops, oh yeah, send her in.
Yeah,
Please send her in.
She's
and
like,
then
what's
laughing.
going to happen?
Yeah.
What's she going to do? Send her in. So eventually, they keep on, milking this. Eventually, the ref goes in and grabs Charlotte's wrist as if to, she's about to lift it up. Becky sees this, runs into the ring, or not runs into the ring.
Stumbles into the ring.
Stumbles into the ring, breaks that up, and she says, no, I'm ready to go. So they
Fight
go
me.
at it.
So immediately Charlotte goes after the knee, kicking it, dropping elbows on
starts
it,
destroying the knee.
Yeah. But somehow Becky pulls it out.
Yeah.
Irish whip into the ropes. Charlotte goes for a boot. Becky ducks and kind of does a back body drop, hits a forearm, and just kicks her out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte eliminated. Becky wins. So they really easily, Charlotte could say on SmackDown, Becky was never in the Rumble. She wasn't supposed to be in the Rumble. does Fit have the authority to make her a legal participant in Rumble?
I'll bring Fit Finley out.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
And, have a big investigation. No, man. Have Charlotte come out, punch Becky, and say, if you had any sack, you'd demand that I'm in that match too, or something. No, man. Have Charlotte versus Asuka. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. Asuka needs to pick up that win against Charlotte.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yep.
After that, we had AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. Again,
This wasn't a bad. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it wasn't a. It was an ugly match. I'm not saying that this was an ugly match by design.
Yes.
It was physical. It was sort of plotting.
Yeah, methodical in its pace.
And an oddball finish.
Yeah, and like
featuring
you have
Eric Rowan.
You have AJ Styles, one of the potentially, in the right match, one of the most exciting wrestlers in the world.
Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan, who can do all sorts of crazy technical stuff. Mm-hmm. And we didn't really get a ton of that in this match.
No.
It was slow pace, focus on the story being told of two guys who really just don't like each other, wanting to beat each other up. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel like they should have probably put it somewhere else on the card. And some of these beats they hit, I feel like they've hit in their other matches, where Daniel Bryan's working over AJ's arm, and AJ will, if he's going to work over a body part, it's the leg because calf crusher.
It's a tough deal because here's the thing. So like the match after it, the Universal title match, was a quick match. How long was that one?
8 minutes and 40 seconds.
It felt like 5 minutes. It really did.
But with the amount of stuff they got into it,
this Daniel Bryan match was a 24-minute match. Wow.
Yeah, it felt long.
It felt long.
But Lesnar will have matches that last 5 minutes. It felt like nothing happened. But they got a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
In the Finn Lesnar match.
I felt like Bryan Styles, like the match they did on SmackDown. How many matches have they had now?
Well, they won the last
3?
pay-per-view at TLC. That one was pretty good. I like that one.
Yeah, that was a good match.
Yeah,
How long was that? That wasn't that long of a match.
No, I thought that was pretty long too.
Was it?
Here, let me take a look.
I mean, that's not surprising, I guess. But yeah, I think this was a different match than the ones we got before. The other ones were just more exciting. And on top of that, I'm not sure this is the match that.
Yeah, their previous one was 23:55.
Okay, so it was almost identical. Here's the thing. I don't think, given what else was going on this card, the crowd being basically exhausted at this point.
Oh, yeah.
This wasn't the match for this slot.
No.
I mean, maybe you open up the card, but then you've got that Asuka Becky Lynch thing.
What if they had switched, done Lesnar Finn after the Women's Rumble? That's fast-paced. That's action-packed.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We're 5 hours deep into this thing.
Yeah, no.
I'm not sure there's a place on this card for this match.
What they should have done is had Daniel Bryan and AJ after Asuka and Becky Lynch and have Miz and Shane beat Thebar.
Yeah, you're right.
Rumble, and that's what they should have done.
You're right, because that was a feel-good moment, and it was a fun match.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so, yeah, I mean, we don't have to go through the minutia of the match.
No.
In the end, so AJ puts on the calf crusher, tries for a pinning combo. Bryan kicks out. Bryan kicks out of a brain buster, which looked really nasty.
Yeah.
The match really kind of hurt to watch.
Yeah, it was really physical, yeah.
I'm already exhausted, and then it's a really physical match. Yeah. And it was a good match, but man, it just really hurt to watch.
Yeah.
And you're already tired. Eric Rowan wearing jeans,
a flannel,
some
Chuck Taylors, and
I
think a Frank Zappa
was
shirt.
A Frank Zappa shirt.
Frank Zappa.
Like almost a True Bud.
No, not almost. Basically a True
Bud.
He wanders down to ringside like he's lost.
This was the Lex Luger puffy shirt moment for him.
Yeah.
So he comes in.
Daniel Bryan goes to kick AJ. AJ gets out of the way, so Daniel Bryan kicks the ref on accident. Ref bump. AJ picks up Daniel Bryan, hits a Styles Clash. Eric Rowan gets in the ring, hits it's not even a choke slam. He grabbed him by the head.
Grabs AJ's face and picks him up, and then hits like a choke slam, head slam, whatever you want to call it on AJ.
Brain slam. I don't know what it is. Anyways, the ref comes to Daniel Bryan, covers him for the win. After the bell, Eric Rowan picks up AJ. Daniel Bryan hits a knee plus. So we're getting some sort of vegan.
It's the green team.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Green Patrol.
Yeah,
it's some
sort of
The protectors of Mother Earth.
Something like that, yeah.
Right.
Like straight edge society, but
for Earth.
environmentalists, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's the yeah.
I mean, the pluses. I think Daniel Bryan could do good stuff with the heavy.
Oh, the big
at his back.
Yeah.
And then there's no Bludgeon Brothers
There's
anymore,
no Bludgeon
which
Brothers.
is great.
Yeah.
Because that was cartoonish.
And Luke Harper might get freed up to do something cool also.
Maybe. I hope so, because I like him a lot.
Is he injured also?
Yeah, he should be coming back soon.
Oh, okay.
Because I like Luke Harper a lot. They'll probably just put him with
Bray.
Rowan. That'd be cool.
They might put him with Bray. Mm-hmm. No Bray.
Yeah, I'm just kind of surprised by
weird.
that. Yeah, no
weird.
Bray tonight.
No Bray tonight.
That is weird.
What are they doing with that guy?
Nothing. That's what they're doing. And that's not a first, Steve.
Maybe they're just waiting for Harper to do like a Bray Harper thing.
Maybe.
I'd be fine with that. No, would I be? I don't know.
It's just going back to the same well.
If it's more of a collaboration, then he's just a lackey.
Yeah.
Free Luke Harper, man. Free
Totally.
that guy.
Totally.
This was a fun match. Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar.
They got a lot in about 8.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Bell rings, shotgun drop kick from Finn immediately.
So the first half of this match is Finn just fever pace, just going at Brock, just going at him, giving him everything he had until
he goes for a sling blade and Brock catches him, hits belly to belly. They go ringside. Brock beats Finn up around the ring. Another overhead belly to belly. Brock takes the top off the announce table, picks up Finn to do something. Finn reverses and pushes Brock into the corner of the announce table. So the corner of the announce table goes right into Brock's abdomen. Does it again. And so Brock starts selling like his guts hurt.
Yeah.
He's got a tummy ache.
It always. Oh, that's why it freaks me out with him, because of diverticulitis.
Yes, I thought that too.
That's why. So just realized that's why it freaks me out.
I thought that watching. I was like, is that a story beat they're really going to hit?
Right.
Is Brock's tummy issues?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
We were cracking jokes about that Royal Rumble burger, but
yeah. But I appreciate that they did that. They hit that story beat, and it actually came into play come the finish of the match.
Yeah.
So like Brock was doing some moves right after that. He was really selling the gut stuff, but he hit a couple more overhead belly to belly, basically throwing Finn all the way across the ring. Finn tries to mount a little bit of offense, hits a sling blade, goes for a drop kick, but he eats a clothesline instead. Brock goes for a German suplex. He collapses. Goes for an F5. Finn reverses it into a DDT, and then Finn just starts stomping away at Brock, his legs, his gut. Brock rolls out, and then Finn just hits plancha after plancha after plancha.
Yeah, he gets 3 of them, yeah.
Yeah. He gets Brock back in the ring, hits a corner drop kick, a coup de grace. Brock kicks out and then immediately puts Finn in the Kimura lock.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
And it's not very often you have a Brock match where it seems like there's any sort of thought process into what move he's going to do next. Mm-hmm. But it's like, okay, he realizes that moment he's not going to be able to hit an F5 because his gut's so tore up. Mm-hmm. So he has to go to the move we haven't seen him use in a long time.
Yeah.
The move that, kayfabe broke arms, put Finn in the Kimura. Mm-hmm. Finn had to tap. He tried to fight it, had to tap.
Yeah. So after the match, Brock recovers a bit. Finn is still pretty much out of it. Brock gets up, gets angry, and delivers 3 German suplexes to Finn. Then he gets an F5, holds up the Universal title, and exits with Paul Heyman. Mm-hmm. So
I do kind of like the last 2 matches. It's like first Daniel Bryan, he had to withstand Brock's first rally, but then he did something like Finn, where it's just a flurry of offense, and then there's an even match. And Finn says, "Okay, I did my research. I saw what Daniel Bryan did.
Yeah,
I will do the same thing. I'm just going to come out on fire and just unload a flurry of offense and see if I can get the upper hand and get a quick win."
Yeah.
So now that Seth Rollins is next in line for Brock Lesnar, and see if he has learned from the previous 2 matches.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to hope so.
He is the architect.
Yeah.
Planning, building, observing.
Thought process. Learning computer.
I'm a learning computer.
Artificial intelligence. Algorithm.
I know. He's a human being.
So we talked about
Here we go. We're almost there, man. We're almost done.
We talked about the men's Rumble. Time to go home.
Yes.
We talked about who
Rumble.
won. So the show, Elias, number 1.
Oh, by the way, we're not doing a show tomorrow on Monday.
Yeah, we've done a lot this weekend.
We've done too much. Hey, remember that joke I made when I said, hey, after Mania, we should live stream our reactions to Raw after Mania? Ha! I'm not doing that shit.
No, that's
man.
too much. It is too
It's
much.
Too much.
Men's Rumble, Elias was number 1. He's dropping a promo.
This felt like an hour itself.
It was long.
This Elias promo.
Long.
And
the payoff was
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff
Jeff Jarrett.
JARRETT.
JE5.
Ain't he great?
Ain't he great?
So Elias says
He was wearing his 1997 WWF attire and the yellow sunglasses. He was a weird amalgamation
of 2 different eras of Jarrett.
2 eras, 1997 and 1999.
I know. I know. It's weird they're focusing on like early Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, I know. Well, nobody wants to think about Vince Russo.
I know, but at least, slap nuts Jeff Jarrett. Cut his hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't wear the whole get up for the ring stuff. He just had the shorts.
He was more over when he did the slap nut stuff. He was never over as just the country western guy.
No, never. So Jeff Jarrett comes out. He does his usual thing. Elias says, "This is written in the stars. It's fate. You're here to do a duet."
And this was taking forever.
And Jeff Jarrett says, "Yeah, let's do it." And so they're preparing to start doing a song, and Elias sucker punches him, destroys his guitar over Jeff Jarrett's back, tosses him out of the ring.
Yeah, Jarrett's out.
Jarrett's out. Number 3.
That was a sad moment. That was a sad moment.
I'll be honest, I was kind of hoping to hear a little bit of a duet.
Me too, man.
A little bit. Ain't he great? Nakamura at 3, and then Kurt Angle at number 4, and then Big E at number 5. Kurt Angle wasn't in very long because Nakamura eliminated him shortly after Big E came to the ring.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was a legend right there.
Yeah.
I mean, Angle he looks like a legend. I kind of just hope that he retires like soon. I mean, I know he likes to wrestle and he wants to keep wrestling and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It kind of hurts when I see him.
I know. Johnny Gargano.
Yes.
At number 6.
This rebel heart.
This rebel heart. Jinder Mahal at 7. Jinder comes in and starts laying out everybody, but he's eliminated by Johnny Gargano. Yeah. Samoa Joe comes in at number 8. Pretty quickly, he eliminates Big E. Kurt Hawkins is number 9. He gets in the ring for a little bit, leaves, tries to pick spots, hit, run. Ultimately, though, he crawls under the ring. Hides, waits his turn.
Yeah, he
waits
was
for his time.
Trying to be crafty.
Yeah, didn't really work out for him too much.
He literally told Titus O'Neil he was scared.
Yes. Seth Rollins enters at number 10.
Number 10.
He eliminates Elias. Titus O'Neil at 11. So he runs down the ramp. Stops short of the ring.
Everybody's excited. Michael
fall.
Cole immediately got excited. Look, it's Titus.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
Yeah.
He stops and then sees Kurt Hawkins pokes his head out and says, I'm scared. And Titus O'Neil then just goes under there with him.
Goes under the ring. Cut to the other side of the ring. Kurt Hawkins crawls out. Titus follows. They get back in the ring. Kurt Hawkins eliminates Titus.
Yeah.
He's celebrating like he won the dang thing.
There's some foreshadowing, man.
Yeah.
Kurt Hawkins, he'll pick up a win in 2019.
Some point. He's celebrating like he just won the Rumble, but he gets eliminated by Joe.
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston at 12. Mustafa Ali at 13. Mustafa Ali eliminates Shinsuke Nakamura.
How great was Mustafa Ali's freaking ring attire, man?
Oh, fantastic.
Wasn't that amazing?
Fantastic.
Oh, beautiful.
You know,
hey, look at that. We crossed the 193,000 subscriber mark.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
We're 50 over 193,000.
If Mustafa Ali wasn't like still in the midst of this thing with Joe, I could definitely see him transitioning into a U.S. title program with Nakamura.
Wouldn't that be something else?
That'd be the
that
best.
That'd be the best.
Mustafa Ali is like the perfect U.S. champion.
Oh, yeah, for
the
sure.
The perfect U.S.
Absolutely.
champion. Dean Ambrose at 14.
He would make that title feel cherished and important. Imagine him bringing those in his DSLR promos, staring at it, loving it, talking about it, talking to it.
Dean at 14. He tries to eliminate Kofi. Doesn't happen. This is the one where Kofi was on his hands and like starts spinning, keeping his feet on the apron to get back to the ring steps to avoid being eliminated.
Yeah.
However, Dean did successfully eliminate Johnny Gargano.
Boo.
Yeah, I know.
No Way Jose comes out at number 15 with his conga line.
Immediately eliminated by Samoa Joe.
Yeah. So it was like immediate. He had like the shortest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it shorter than 8 seconds? Let's see.
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Still longer.
Who had 3 seconds? Somebody had 3 seconds. Xavier Woods.
Yeah, he wasn't in very long.
I missed that elimination.
Man, the New Day got the short end of the deal here.
Yep.
Kofi wasn't in it that long either.
So much for them being my dark horse candidates to win.
Drew McIntyre, 16.
Yep.
So he meets No Way Jose in the conga line, and he's making his way to the ring, and No Way Jose is trying to get him to dance a little bit. Drew's not having any of it. Headbutt. He
destroys a couple guys from the conga line. Two of the members of the conga line, incidentally, were Velveteen Dream's escorts.
Mm-hmm. Dates
to take over.
Drew hits the ring, gives everybody.
Escort doesn't literally mean hooker.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
You mean you're not hooker is illegal.
Yeah, I know.
Prostitute is illegal.
I understand.
Escort is legal. Escort's legal. You just can't have sex.
Well, you're not supposed to. Yes.
If you have sex, it's illegal.
Yeah.
As long as you don't have sex, you're good.
All right. Drew hits the ring, dishes out claymores for everybody. Everybody gets a claymore.
Yeah, I love that.
It's great. Xavier Woods at 17. He saves Kofi from being eliminated. They just kind of weird back pet. Or it's basically Xavier Woods is doing a squat, bent over, and Kofi is like on his back.
Corey Graves said that is inappropriate.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny. Anyways, as soon as they get back in the ring, Drew eliminates both of them. Then we had Peter Dune.
The Cruiserweight.
At number 18, he comes in, lays basically everybody out. Then we get Andrade at 19.
Idolo.
Great showing for him. He makes it to the Final Four.
Yeah. He had some nifty ring gear, too.
And he utterly destroyed Rey Mysterio with a powerbomb. Like, he hit it, and he goes to Rey immediately to make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
Because there was so much torque on that.
Yeah,
oh, my gosh.
That was nasty.
Both of us just recoiled. Man.
That thud was nasty.
Because it was right in the corner. It was right in the corner.
Yeah.
That might actually be the hardest part of the ring. Apollo Crews at 20. And then Aleister Black at 21.
Aleister Black.
It was good seeing him. He had his knee wrapped up from selling Takeover.
Yeah, man.
You got to eliminate Dean Ambrose.
Yes.
Aleister Black's my new favorite wrestler.
The thing cracked me up. I think was it Gargano? Somebody was trying to eliminate Dean. Maybe it was Apollo Crews. And he just put his leg up and he said, "Come on, Dean."
Yeah. It was like the laziest.
Try harder.
I don't know. Shelton Benjamin at 22. Speaking of new ring gear, he had some new ring gear. Looked great.
Yeah, he had a long trunk, long
pants. And he came out and he was just doling
Tights.
out. Yeah,
Tights, yeah.
Doling out knees. Hit his finisher.
He had like mechanical things on his knees.
Yeah, and like some strap type things with buckles, I think.
Yeah.
Upper on his upper thighs. I was really impressed by Shelton X Benjamin in this Rumble. It makes me wonder, why don't they do more with him?
There's only so much time, man.
He's super talented.
I love the guy. I think he's great.
Speaking of knees, Shelton hit a pretty brutal-looking knee on Samoa Joe. Mustafa Ali eliminated him.
Yeah.
Joe not happy about it.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin at number 2-3.
He just starts eliminating two people.
Well, it was Apollo at first, and then Jeff Hardy comes in at 24. Baron eliminates Aleister Black.
Okay, can we figure out why it was...
There was a couple things. Jeff Hardy was wearing his shirt was really shiny.
That was a weird shirt.
And then
he was holding his side.
That's the real thing. So there was the ramp. There was the stage, the ramp, and then there was like a turn, like a left turn. And as he was making his way around that left turn to go to the ring, he started holding his tummy.
Right.
And so, of course, we thought, maybe he had one of those Royal Rumble burgers.
And it didn't let up, yeah.
Yeah, like he was on the verge of having an accident.
Yeah, having a poopy accident.
Yeah, while in the ring. Thankfully, that never materialized.
Yeah. Maybe in his pants it did.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe he dropped a turd in the ring. I don't know.
Could be. Wouldn't be the first time this happened.
Oh, blip. Yeah.
I actually kind of liked the shirt.
Really?
Kind of did.
Oh, it was horrendous.
It wasn't horrendous.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Like everybody else had new ring gear. Why not Jeff Hardy?
Well, I'm fine with new, but ugly is unacceptable.
I think it's just the color. It was just an interesting color.
What was the color?
It's kind of like a salmon color.
Okay, was it? I thought this was the deal. I thought this was the shirt. We can look it up.
Well, I think what it was.
I thought it was white
and red.
and red.
But then from
So,
afar, it looked kind of like a salmon color.
Yeah, it was off-putting because at first it looked like he had. At first, I thought he had like some sort of weird iridescent body paint on.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Because he looked like he wasn't wearing anything, but there was something shiny going on with his torso. Then he got closer, and I was like, okay, well, that's an ugly shirt. Why is he about to crap himself?
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was too much
I think
going
I just
on.
felt bad that he might have pooped himself, so I was like,
thinking about it makes me want to go to the bathroom.
Shirt's
so
not
let's
bad.
move on.
Shirt's not bad. But that could just be, I thought he was going to poop
You would
himself.
never wear that shirt.
No, I never would. Baron eliminates Alistair. That's a bummer. Drew eliminates Peter Dune.
Another bummer.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio at 25. Within like 30 seconds getting in the ring, as I mentioned, he gets destroyed by Andrade Almas.
Yeah.
And Almas seemed concerned.
Do they have a look at Bobby Lashley's? Because he
12
came
seconds.
in 12 seconds. Okay. He had enough time to get off like one offensive maneuver, maybe?
Something like that. And then Seth eliminates him.
Yeah.
And then Bobby Lashley pulls Seth out of the ring, hits him with the belly-to-belly, and then puts Seth through one of the announce tables with a spine buster. So Seth is selling that for a good 5 minutes.
Kind of bummed out that Seth, I mean, he came in at 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they didn't have to take him out of that match
No,
for a
I know.
while. That
I know.
wasn't
It seemed
necessary.
like they didn't need to get that kind of babyface heat for him to win the Rumble,
That kind of stuff, I don't really think that stuff really does much. Like when it happened to Roman, like something that happens to Becky where it's in the moment, immediate, she's injured, she has to get back in there. That's good
Well,
storytelling.
there's a dilemma in front of her, too,
Right,
you know?
exactly. When somebody just, it's like they take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
I know. Braun at 27. He pretty quickly eliminates Baron and Shelton Benjamin. And then Dolph at 28. Dolph.
I should have figured when you told me that you saw an interview or you read an interview where he said, yeah, he's not going to be at the Rumble.
And that he's on hiatus.
He's on hiatus. I should have known. Damn it. That means he's going to be there.
Yeah, I know. Drew eliminates Jeff Hardy, and then right away, Dolph eliminates Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. Boy, they stuck it to you.
Yeah, they did. Randall Orton at 29. There's this crazy Tower of Doom spot where Braun had
Andrade and Ali.
So Braun had on Andrade on his shoulders. He was trying to do a superplex to Ali. And then so he has him up.
Ray gets to the top turnbuckle
and does like a spear off there, and everybody falls back.
Yeah, it was.
But it almost was holding up Ali for a while there.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy. So number 30 hits. R-Truth comes out. He starts to do his song.
But then he's attacked by Nia Jax, and she enters herself into the men's rumble.
Man,
I thought that was great.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I thought that was fantastic.
Because before the Rumble started, we've been hearing a lot of stuff for a few days about possibly Becky Lynch entering the men's Rumble and winning it and using that to get to the main event against Ronda. So I don't know if how those rumors or whatever got started. But it's interesting that we did see a woman enter the men's Rumble, and it was Nia Jax.
And this was did China enter the? She was in the Royal Rumble.
She was. Beth Phoenix was in the men's Rumble.
Okay.
I think Karma was.
Karma was,
Yeah.
She was, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember. I would imagine in the case of China, who had plenty of matches against men, that she was probably fairly active when she was in the Rumble. I don't remember. Maybe she wasn't. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But Nia, they let her do some stuff. She eliminated
Mustafa Ali.
She eliminated Mustafa Ali.
And then she has this while she's doing that Orton's all.
Yeah.
Priming for an RKO. She repels that.
He tries to hit the RKO. Yeah, she's able to repel
eats
that.
a super kick from Dolph.
She eats a super kick.
A 619.
A 619.
Then an RKO.
And an RKO.
And then Ray
eliminates her.
With the help of Randy Orton a bit.
Yeah.
And then Orton hits an RKO on Ray, tosses him out. Right away, almost eliminates Orton. Braun gets back in the ring because he was selling something. He eliminates Andrade and Dolph. By this point, Seth is back in the mix too. So it's just down to Braun and Seth. Seth at one point has Braun hanging on by one hand on the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than just super kicking his hand, he bounces off the ropes, tries to do something. That didn't work. He eats a choke slam.
Yeah.
But in the end, they're both battling for position on the apron. Seth pushes Braun back into the ring post. super kick, stomp on the apron.
Yeah, stomp on the apron was good.
Seth Rollins is your winner.
Yeah.
He is going to WrestleMania to face Brock Lesnar.
I loved he gazed at the WrestleMania. I thought the gazing at the WrestleMania sign was fine, man.
The thing is,
You
they
don't
didn't have
we're doing this.
they didn't have like a physical WrestleMania sign though. It was like a graphic on the scoreboard.
Well, it was there.
Yeah, I know.
It was there. I get what you're saying. It's just, we're doing that. What are we pointing at this year?
No, I agree. I like the gaze. And when he was gazing, I was almost thought, well, maybe that's something they're doing in post.
Are we
Like the people, like they don't see it there
Oh yeah.
because they have all this other graphic crap hanging above the ring
Yeah.
and the entrance ramp stuff. Maybe this is one of those things.
They should have done like you see how the WrestleMania sign, but then like a little hologram of Roman Reigns appears, and he's all smiling. He points back at Seth.
You got this, Seth.
You got this, Seth.
All in all, a fun Rumble card, fun Rumble matches.
No huge, giant, big surprises. No Roman Reigns. I thought that he was gonna have when like Shibata came back at the Dominion after that Wrestle Kingdom. Was it Dominion? No, King of Pro Wrestling. What was it? I don't know.
I think it was King of Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah, he came and just said like a word.
He said,
and,
"I am alive" or something
and
like
sat
that.
in the ring. I thought it would have been interesting if after Seth had won, if Roman had come out to congratulate him or something like that.
I had thought in my car today, I was like, oh man, I bet. Like it wouldn't surprise me if Seth's music hit, he comes out to what I thought was going to be a stage, and then Roman's music hits, and Roman gives him a hug and ushers him on, and says good luck, something like that, or like what you're describing.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I gotta sneeze. That was gross.
Bless you.
Thank you. Anyways,
Is that
all
it?
in all,
Done?
yeah,
All right,
that's
all right.
the Rumble. Oh, and that's my sneeze. But yeah, that's the Rumble.
So again, programming note: nothing new on Monday.
I mean, this is what's new on Monday.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, like, as far as a news show.
Yeah,
no
right.
Monday news show.
We're just
After
gonna-
this weekend, we're going to take a day, lie low,
Watch Raw.
get some rest,
And then,
watch Raw. I'll be back,
back on
9
Tuesday.
a.m. Pacific time, Tuesday morning for Raw recap.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I figure we've done a bunch of content over this past 5 days or so. Let it breathe. Check out
We book Rumble.
Steven Larson booked the Royal Rumble. It's our 2K19 Royal Rumble edition.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hoot. It's
really
a
is.
blast. Raw Gate Mutant. What is it? Find out. Find out what it is.
I mean, I was there. I witnessed
I'm
it.
not even sure I know what it
don't
is.
think I know what the Raw
I'm
Gate
not
Mutant
sure
is.
I know what it is. In any event, that's it for the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. And until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.